Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Melanie, please?
This is she.
Hey, Melanie, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Uh, okay.
You don't know what that is, do you?
No, no, what's up?
Brooke and Jubal in the morning is a radio show.
Well, yeah, I figured that, but who are you? What's going on?
I'm Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning,
Hi.
and we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. Have you ever heard of that before?
No.
Okay, well, I'll explain. A second date update is where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them back after, they can email us to get you on the phone and find out what happened. And we recently got an email about you from a dude named Jake.
Okay.
You know Jake?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Okay. So Jake told us about your date.
Mm-hmm.
And he also told us that you're not answering his phone calls or text messages or anything and is wondering why you're blowing him off.
Am I supposed to tell you why?
Would love it if you would. So would Jake. He actually wants to know the answer.
This is kind of weird, but that's fine. I'll tell you.
Okay.
This is easy.
So he told you we met at this car wash place.
Yeah, he told us all about that. He thinks the reason you're not calling him back is because he asked about how much money you made.
Oh.
He said that was the moment everything changed. Like you went from being interested to being totally put off.
Oh, okay. I don't think it was that moment, although that was a weird one as well.
So what was it?
So Jake seemed really nice at the car wash, but I don't know, he's really not my type.
How so?
Did he tell you he's originally from Spain and he just moved over here
No.
not too long ago?
We talked to him, and I heard an accent, but we didn't ask about where he was from or anything.
Okay, so he's originally from Spain, and
That sounds pretty sexy to me.
sure, yeah, except he went on and on, like almost immediately from the beginning of our date. He went on and on complaining that, like, ever since he got here, that he's like not been able to hook up with women, and he's so frustrated that American women are so uptight and they should be more. I'm not kidding you. He goes into this thing like, we need to be more free, we need to be more sexual.
Is it weird that I'm like, he kind of has a point? I don't know. Like, we are kind of a prudish country.
I understand that, but this is a first date, and it's the first topic of conversation he's going to bring up, and it was in the creepiest way, like all the red flags, all of them.
I guess it's weird to complain that you've moved to a country and are having trouble getting laid. Yeah. When you're on a date.
Well,
I mean, it's not like you're hanging out with a buddy. You're like, man, I can't hook up with a girl, but you're like, hey, you want to go out for dinner? By the way, nobody will have sex with me here. That's weird.
But it wasn't even like you just said that very casually. Okay, that's a very casual thing to say in a conversation and be mature about. But he was like smarmy gross about it.
Was it the way he was talking? Was it his body language? Could you point to one specific thing that made him smarmy?
All of the above.
All of it.
He would go into this it was almost like a pitch. Like, back in my home in Spain, women would throw themselves at the floor to me. Like he was a king or something. It was so gross. I just can't even.
You can't chalk it up to cultural differences.
I'm sure part of it is that, but like I said, there's a way to have a conversation about that without making it creepy and weird. It was weird. I wish you could have been there. I really do. I really do. Because I've been around creepy dudes. I've never felt this uncomfortable.
Really?
It was just, you just have this feeling, this instinct. I can't really describe it. And it was just I shouldn't be here. I gotta go.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
that's not good.
You probably don't want to be here either, Melanie, because Jake is on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Oh, my. Oh, okay. He's listening right now?
Unless he hung up. Jake, are you still there?
I am.
Oh, okay.
Huh? So is it my accent?
No, Jake, I think it was the fact that you were talking about not being able to hook up with American chicks.
And what's wrong with that?
Well, it's a date.
You're on a date, you know?
It's just, in America, we don't talk about sleeping with other people when on a first date.
That's what I mean. I don't understand why you guys are so uptight about, sex, everything, In Spain, it's very natural to talk about those things, whether in a first date or you're home with your mom or your grandmother. It's all very free.
Oh, wow.
Grandmother.
Grandma, when is the last time you had sex?
I like his liberated point of view in terms of it's natural, everyone does it. But I mean, are you hearing what she said about being uncomfortable?
I got to say, I was very surprised. I was very shocked. I mean, Spain women love all that kind of talk. Please accept my apologies. I'm a very sexual person. I'm very free when it comes to that. I was hoping maybe you'd be in the same way and not so, antiquada, like an antique kind of thing,
Listen, I think most people are sexual beings. It's part of our human nature, but there's a respectful way to do it, and you cross those lines immediately. Like, I have no interest in seeing you. I don't even know.
Really, Melanie?
Wait, so are we kind of like lost in translation kind of thing? I mean, because if I was alone with you, I would do things to you that you can't even think of, I treat you like my princesa.
Princesa!
No. Did you hear what I just said? It doesn't work. It doesn't work that way. You're not being a respectful human being.
Melanie, I think you're being a little too uptight. Maybe that glass of tequila will help you calm down a little bit and come out on a second date with me.
Okay.
I mean, if you were to give him some tips on how, if he got to redo it, what would you want him to do differently next time?
Be a different person?
Oh, I don't
That
know.
might be kind of tough to do.
Man, you got to free yourself up. You're like in a cell. You're obstructing yourself from liberations and freedom of sex, whether it's with men or women or both at the same time or multiple.
Whatever. Just get after it, huh?
I was just trying to help.
I'll be fine without you. Thanks.
Are you sure, Melanie? Would you like to go out with Jake on a second date? We will pay for it.
Absolutely not.
Okay, I didn't see that coming at all.
Melanie, fine. Look, I get it. I understand. You're not as sexually liberated as I am. You're not as sexually free as I am. But maybe you can guide me in the right direction? Or might you have some friends that are more sexually liberated than yourself?
What? Now he's going to ask to meet my friends. You guys.
Well, it's a little frustrating because no one will sleep with me here.
Come on, Melanie, can you hook him up? You have any friends that might sleep with Jake since he's having trouble?
I think I'm going to save all my friends the headache and just say no. Absolutely not.
Well, all right. So, Melanie, thank you for your time, Jake. I'm sorry no second date, but, we do have a lot of American women who listen to this show. Is there any last-minute plea you'd like to put out to them?
Yeah, to all the beautiful women out there, a mí me gusta complacer mucho a las mujeres. ¿Tú me entiendes? I love to please women, and I'm having a hard time.
Yeah.
I actually
Well, with that Spanish you just dropped right there, Jake, done. I'll sleep with you.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Claire, please?
Yeah, this is Clay.
Hey, Claire, how you doing? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
Okay, that's fine. It's a morning radio show, and one of our listeners recently emailed us about you.
Who did?
His name is Matt. We do a segment on our show called The Second Date Update. Matt is wondering why you are blowing him off.
Wait, Matt called you guys?
Yes.
Huh.
Do you have a few minutes to tell us why you don't want to go out with Matt again?
I guess there's not much to tell.
There's not much to tell. Well, can I tell you something?
Sure.
We talked to Matt about your date, and we talked to him about everything after the date, and Matt thinks that you're a liar.
He thinks I'm a liar?
He thinks that you're a liar.
Okay, why?
Because you told him you couldn't go out with him because you had a doctor's appointment at 8 o'clock on a Friday night, and then the next time he asked you out, you said you had a dentist appointment.
So, that's my business, and for the record, I'm not lying.
Okay.
You're not lying that you went to the doctor's at 8 o'clock on a Friday night?
I'm not going to explain this to you guys.
So the doctor's appointment stuff is all true, and you haven't been blowing him off. You want to see Matt again.
I mean, not necessarily. I don't actually want to see him again.
Well, why would you make up lame excuses? Why don't you just tell him, hey, I don't think it's going to work?
I don't need to justify any of this to you guys. I didn't get that feeling with him, and I don't want to see him again. But
Hey, I don't care if you blew him off the way you did. Whatever. Doesn't matter. It's not my life. That's his. But is there a specific reason why you don't want to see him again? So that I can go back to him and tell him?
No, I just didn't get the feeling I feel like I should get.
So there's just no chemistry, like you weren't attracted to him.
There's just like a feeling a girl gets when a guy really likes her, and he was just weird. I didn't get that from him at all.
So you didn't think that he liked you, but he's asked you out a bunch of times since your date.
I mean, it was weirder than that. It was like when we went into the bar, I was like, oh my God, here's my ex-boyfriend. And he was sitting at the bar too. And so I told Matt that, like, I used to date this guy. And, like, he wasn't even phased. Like, he didn't care. He didn't, like, he just went along with the date like nothing happened. And I was like, don't you get it? Like, we slept together. Like, this is, like, weird, you know?
So you wanted him to be upset that your ex-boyfriend was there?
It's not that he has to, like, get upset or angry about it, but, like, I want to, like, show that he actually likes me. He probably should seem like he's at least fazed by it a little bit, like, a little bit weirded out. I don't know.
So you want him to, like, go up to your ex-boyfriend and threaten him right there or something?
No, I don't want him to, like, fight or anything. I just, like, want him to be a little bit jealous and show me that he cares about me. Like,
that just comes off as a little crazy to me. Did you purposely take him to a bar that you knew your ex was going to be at?
oh my God, what is this? Like, I honestly don't need to explain any of this to you. I'm being nice by explaining why I'm not calling back a guy that obviously was acting weird at a date. I talked to all my girlfriends. They agree. It's weird if you're just like, don't even care, you know, that like this guy I used to date, like he didn't want to leave. He just wanted to stay there and keep talking about books and stuff.
So you would have rather that it weirded him out and maybe he was like, I don't want to be here around your ex. Let's go somewhere else.
Exactly. Yeah.
But it's like a first date and he's not even invested in your guys' relationship. Like, what does he have to be jealous of?
I mean, I slept with a guy that's like 5 bar stools down. I would be jealous. And then, like, okay, so halfway through the night, my ex-boyfriend came up and introduced himself, and, like, Matt just, like, offered to buy him a drink. I mean, that's over the top. Like, not even acting phased.
So Matt was too cool to your ex. You would have rather him been, like, in a perfect world, Claire, if you were out with a guy and this happened, how would you want him to react?
I would want him to be, like, cold and, like, defend me and, like, not just sit there and not cool about it, like he doesn't care about me. Like, are we friends or are we on a date? I couldn't tell. I really couldn't tell.
Oh my gosh, Claire.
All right, so you like a guy who gets a little jealous, and Matt is obviously not that guy.
Obviously not that guy.
Okay.
Hey, Claire, I should let you know that Matt is actually on the other line listening to this conversation.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm supposed to say to you. Is it that I'm too nice? I don't understand what it is.
For your information, Matt, like, if you're out with a girl, they want you to be jealous. Like, if some guy starts flirting with me, especially if it's my ex-boyfriend.
Honestly, I was just trying to be a nice guy and, like, just play it cool. I figured if I come off mean, that would, you wouldn't find that attractive. I wanted to try to be polite and nice.
No, like, what's attractive is being a man in that situation and, like, not just, like, playing it cool. I don't want you to play it cool. Like,
so was I supposed to, like, punch him out when he walked up or something?
Well, you're not supposed to buy him a beer. I know that.
It wasn't like you had any kind of look on your face like you were mad that he was there. So I just figured you guys were, still at least friends or close. I'm not the jealous type. I've got friends in my life that I dated a long time ago. So sometimes you remain friends, you remain close. I figured you guys were still close. I wanted to be nice.
Of course, I was playing it cool. That's what I'm supposed to do in that situation. Your role is to, like, stick up for me no matter what look I have on my face.
Oh my gosh.
I'm really confused right now. I really do not understand women at all.
Yeah, obviously you don't understand women.
Obviously,
Oh
Matt.
my gosh, Claire. That is not how all women think.
It's how I think, and it's how most of my girlfriends think. So, like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Dude, you're going to end up with, like, some control freak, jealous, roid rage dude if that's the type of parameters you're putting on your dates.
Don't judge me about who I want to date. You're the one who called me.
Yeah, Brooke, back off.
I'm
Back
sorry.
off. I'm sticking up for Claire right now.
Judgy.
Claire, I got your back, all right? I'm sticking up for you like a good man should do,
Oh,
Claire.
wow.
Finally, a real man is doing something.
See?
Oh, God.
There you go, Claire. And if you and I were out on a date and your ex-boyfriend was there, he's not getting a beer from me.
Good. I mean, at least somebody understands.
Yeah, I'm glad we see eye to eye here. Matt, would you even like to go out on a second date with Claire?
I mean, knowing what I know now, absolutely not. Hello,
Hi, I was looking for Brandon.
this is Brandon.
Hey, Brandon, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hey, what's going on?
Not much. What's going on with you?
Just getting ready to head to work.
Do you have any idea who this is?
No, not one bit.
All right,
Okay.
cool. Well, it's Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
All right. Why are you guys calling me?
Well, because you recently went out on a date with one of our listeners, and she emailed us to see if we could get you on the phone and find out why you're blowing her off.
Someone emailed you that I went on a date with?
Yeah.
Call me?
Yeah. You recently hung out with a girl that you know very well. Her name is Jenna.
Oh, God.
What?
Whoa.
I mean, she knows that date is a pretty loose term here.
I was going to say we were not out on a date.
Right.
Oh.
Okay. She told us.
When you said you call on for people who have gone out, I haven't been out on a date for months. I've been doing this show.
Yeah. She told us that's where she met you. You guys are performing in the same play.
Yeah.
And she said that after you guys had finished everything and you were having the party for your closing night, she said that you guys made out at that party and then went and had some fondue and spilled cheese all over each other and then went back to your place. And I don't know. I don't want to even think about what was done there, but did some stuff there
It wasn't
together
for the
as well.
lactose intolerant.
Is that all true?
Yeah, no, I mean it happened.
Nice.
Wait, you sound kind of hesitant about it. Like, didn't you enjoy yourself?
I mean, we had a decent time and we had kind of had this real flirty thing going on during the course of the performance or whatever, but, it was fun.
Okay.
All right.
This is
So
all
not-
positive.
Not good, not great, but fun.
Yeah, I mean, great is a whole nother level if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? But,
So was it just, I mean, maybe it was just a one night stand for you and that's it.
I mean, honestly, I wasn't completely shut off from it at first. It didn't have to be a one-night stand. I wasn't like, oh, this is a one-night stand, definitely.
Okay, so
so-
it wasn't a one-night stand, definitely. Why is it a one-night stand now? What's so funny?
You have to tell us.
Yeah, we were pretty,
That is so funny.
What happened? You have to tell me what happened.
I mean, so at one point we went back to my place and it kind of took a really strange turn, I'll be honest with you.
Wait, who made the turn to strange, you or her?
Well, I mean, if it was me that made the turn to strange, I don't think we'd be having this conversation.
Right,
Okay.
yeah. That's true. You probably would have just
point.
hung up on us and been like, not interested.
Yeah. So no, I mean, it was totally. She made things so weird once we actually kind of started fooling around and hooking up, and I was just like, I felt so uncomfortable. It was so strange.
Really?
What'd she
Why?
do?
She
Oh
I really
my
don't.
God.
It's so weird. I really don't think I should. I don't think I should
No,
tell you
I
guys.
think now you've gone too far, dude.
No,
You
It can't be that weird.
Do you
look.
think
She wanted to do the second date update, right? We talked to everybody. We're like, you have to be willing to hear whatever this person says. So
Yeah.
whatever is so hysterical to you, she's willing to hear it.
Oh God. Okay. All right. Fine.
maybe she doesn't think it's weird? Maybe just you do.
I think you guys probably will too.
Really?
So we're like hooking up and, making out, and she kept insisting on calling me by my character's name from the play that we were in.
What?
It was so weird. It was so weird.
Like
That's
role-playing?
weird. Yeah, so she wanted to hook up with the character and not you?
Honestly, I didn't think about it that way, but that makes it a hell of a lot weirder.
Okay, wait.
Why does it
is
make
that
it
so
weirder?
Weird, though?
The character that I played was Tiny Tim
What?
from A Christmas Carol.
Tiny Tim from A Christmas Carol.
Stop
From the
it.
Christmas, yeah.
All right, that is
Tiny
weird.
Tim.
That's
She
weird.
kept insisting on calling me Tiny Tim the whole time.
Can you?
Tiny Tim this, Tiny Tim kiss that.
Wow.
What did you say to her?
No.
I mean, I didn't say much, obviously. I kept going.
Oh my God.
At least it could have been like Scrooge or something. I don't know. But not Tiny. I mean, nothing is good from that play, I don't think. But
No. And at a certain point, she stopped. She dropped the Tim entirely, and she just started calling me Tiny.
Okay, that's
not Tiny.
Okay, to her defense, is there any way she could have just been so still wrapped up in the play that it's just the name that she used?
I honestly, I think that's a question you're going to have to ask her. I have no clue.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Why don't we do that then, Brandon?
You mean Tiny Tim?
Jenna, do you remember?
Whoa, what?
Oh, Brandon, Jenna is on the other line listening. And so
Are you kidding me?
no, I'm not.
Oh my God.
Dude, it's way
Jenna?
more embarrassing for her.
Jenna, are you still on the phone?
Oh, Jenna.
I am
Hi.
How many shades of red are you right now, Jenna?
about 1 million.
Oh, you
Like a whole rainbow of red. I do not remember saying that, Brandon. I thought I remembered everything that happened that night, but apparently I was wrong.
How do you not remember that? You must have said it like 30 times in 45 minutes or so. Like, you don't remember this? That you wanted me to call you Mrs. Cratchit the whole time?
Tiny Tim and Mrs. Cratchit.
It was weird.
That is...
Like I have no idea what drunk me wanted to do. I thought it was funny, maybe drunk me thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
It wasn't funny. That was
I mean,
not
you
funny
didn't
at all.
say anything about it. You didn't stop.
No, I didn't stop, but I laughed into the pillow a couple times.
Oh my God. But you could have I don't know, said, "Hey, you owe me a coffee," and then us have a conversation about it instead of just ghosting me. I thought, whatever, if you don't want to do that thing again, that's fine, but I thought
If you don't want to role play Tiny Tim and Miss Cratchit in the bedroom.
She has a very good point, Brandon.
I'm sorry. I'm a pretty honest person, and it just is what it is. We had a connection, and now we don't have a connection, I'll be honest. I don't feel that great about it.
well, then you're obviously kind of a dead inside jerk. I mean, how can you just have a connection and then be like, nope, never happened. You either have a real connection or you don't, or you're dead inside, which you're obviously dead inside. So,
Whoa.
Brandon, I would love to ask if you will go on a second date with Jenna.
Wow.
We will pay for it.
Oh, God, I don't think I could sit at a table and look her in the eyes at this point.
Wow.
So that's a no?
Honestly, it was too weird for me, we were these characters in this play, and then we go back to my place, and all of a sudden it's Tiny Tim and Mrs. Cratchit hanging out in bed naked. It's too weird.
It's really weird.
But an interesting continuation to the whole thing. All right, well, Jenna, I'm sorry you didn't get your second date.
yeah, I'm not sorry. And, obviously this jerk doesn't understand, what happens when you get wasted and have some fun.
Yeah, sometimes you get wasted and you hook up with Tiny Tim.
So gross, man.
Hello?
Hi, is this Rob?
Yeah, this is Rob. Who's this?
This is Jubal from the radio show Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
I'm not interested if you're trying to sell me something or...
No, I promise you I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm calling from a radio show.
Why are you calling me?
Because we do a segment on our show. It's called the Second Date Update. And you went out with a woman named Hillary recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
What a positive response, Rob.
So Hillary emailed us and told us about your date, and we said that we would try to figure out what happened. Do you have a minute to talk about that?
I guess so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, she said you've texted a little bit and you've talked a little bit on the phone. Are you blowing her off?
I mean, yeah, I guess so.
I mean,
Now
I
that
don't
you
know how
bring
to
it
say
up.
this, but yes, I am. It sounds like, I mean, from her description, you guys had a lovely time and a great connection.
We did. I mean, Hillary's, she's a really cool lady, and I liked spending time with her that day. I just don't really see a future with us, though.
Can you tell us why? She really wants to know.
I mean, I don't want to hurt her feelings. This isn't probably the best place to, get into that.
Yeah, but it's the place she chose to do it. Before anybody does a second date update, we always tell them they might hear something they don't want to hear.
Yeah.
And she sounds like a really strong, confident woman. I mean, even if you do hurt her feelings, I don't think you're going to destroy her or anything.
Yeah, she is. You're right. Okay, every time we've been in contact, it hasn't been so good, like every time.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
So when we met on our date, she brought a box of Girl Scout cookies because she has a daughter who is selling them. And so I'm like, yeah, okay. And I bought a box.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
But, like, every time we talked, like in the phone call and in all the texts, like, she brings up the cookies every time. Do you want another box of cookies? Would you like more cookies? It's like, enough of the cookies,
She's just trying to sell you Girl Scout cookies nonstop?
What?
Every time we've talked.
So wait, you already bought a box and then she wants you to buy more?
Yeah, I mean, I've never dated anyone with a kid before, but I tell you what, if they're in the Girl Scouts, I love kids. That's not a big problem. But if they're in the Girl Scouts, I'm not interested.
Okay, wait.
It's a scam.
Rob, maybe she's just using it to, I don't know, have something in common with you because you obviously enjoyed the Girl Scout cookies, like a way to jumpstart conversation.
Listen, we've talked on the phone once, and we've texted numerous times, and every single time she's bringing up these damn thick mints or whatever they are. I don't even know what they are.
Thin mints.
Thin mints.
But I wish they had thick mints, too. Yeah, they should.
So she's just like a crazy Girl Scout mom.
Oh, well, hey, you called her that. I would never call her that, okay? You said that, not me. I'm just saying I don't want any more cookies.
Okay. Well, Rob, we can give her that information because she's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
What? No, that's not true, is it?
Yes, it is true.
Hey, Rob. It's Hillary.
Hey, Hillary.
Well, I didn't know the Girl Scout cookies were such a prominent part of our conversations. I'm sorry for that.
Oh.
But who doesn't love Girl Scout cookies? So that's a little weird.
Always selling.
I do like any kind of cookies, but I don't want boxes and boxes and boxes of them. I mean,
wait. First, hold on a second. It's only seasonal that these things are ever sold. So it's not like this is something that you would be buying over and over and over and over again. So most people like to buy a lot of boxes and put them in the freezer because they love them so much. They want to hoard them throughout the year. We have people that are asking us over and over again, do you have more Girl Scout cookies? And so I kept giving you the opportunity if you wanted to buy more. We had more before we sold out.
Oh, I was very aware that you had cookies. I mean, Hillary, even one of your texts, you were like, my daughter's going for the record in sales. It'd be great if you bought a whole bunch.
Oh.
I'm like,
well, as Girl Scouts, it's a really great thing because it promotes leadership, it promotes community and self-worth. So that's something that I want to support that.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's prizes if you're the top seller in your troop. And I just didn't know that you hated the Girl Scouts.
I don't hate the Girl Scouts. You said that. I never said that.
But you bought one box. I mean, who buys one box of Girl Scout cookies?
Somebody who only wants one box?
Rob, that's ridiculous logic. I think you have to buy 10 at least every time.
At least.
Oh, so you agree with that, Hillary?
Hillary's
Okay.
got me wanting to buy cookies right now. You are a good saleswoman, Hillary.
I literally have like 3 more boxes left. So if you want them, like let me know and I can get
Okay,
them.
well, let's do that later.
It's
Let's
going
focus on
fast.
trying to get another date with Rob, Hillary.
Remember the goal.
Rob, I feel like you haven't given the cookies a fair shot.
Think of the cookies.
Hillary, are you still interested in going out with Rob again?
You know, I'm torn because I feel like if it really was the cookies, why didn't he say something about that ahead of time? Because literally now I feel like an idiot that I've been going on and on and on about these cookies.
But you guys realize if you would have met outside of Girl Scout cookie season, none of this would have been an issue, and you would be on a second date already, maybe a third or a fourth by this time.
Exactly. Thank you.
Yeah, until Girl Scout season comes around again, and then I'm hanging out with a car salesman trying to make quota.
Wait, but then we would have been together for a whole year, and you would have fallen in love with me and fallen in love with the Girl Scouts and understood what this is all about.
You would have been peddling cookies too, is what she's saying.
Girl Scout
You
dad.
wait 1 year, and you're going to be hawking those things like nobody's business.
I don't know. Maybe you guys are right. Maybe I'm missing something. I have no idea.
Okay, well, Rob, do you want to try to find out? Would you like to go on a second date with Hillary? We'll pay for it.
Jeez. Hillary, we got along really great in our date. And how about when Girl Scout cookie season ends, we'll get together?
Hey, that's a compromise.
Rob, if you can't take me during Girl Scout cookie selling season, I don't think we are a fit.
Oh,
You can't handle me at my worst. You don't deserve me at my best.
I'm kind of with you on that one, Hillary.
Exactly.
Wait a second here. So you called a radio station to call me to see if we'll go out again. And I agreed, even with the damn Girl Scout cookies, and you said no?
Because Girl Scouts for life. Like, you can't just cut that off during a season. And the fact that it was this big of a deal to you, like, I can't move forward with that.
Oh.
What am I supposed to tell my daughter about you? That you don't support her hopes and dreams?
Wow.
Oh.
I bought a box of cookies. So I did.
A box! 1 box, Rob. 1 box. Nobody does that.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what just happened, but yeah, we won't go out. That's fine. I don't care.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, Hillary, I'm sorry you didn't get a second date, but at least you know why now.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine, whatever. But from what we were talking about earlier, I do still have those 3 boxes if anybody's interested.
Just email us. We'll see if we can get those 3 boxes
I'm
sold
in
for
if
you.
there's Samoas.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Chris, please?
This is Chris. Who's calling?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. How are you?
Who?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show?
Radio show.
Yes, it's a morning radio show.
What are you calling about?
I'm calling you because you recently went out with one of our listeners, and they emailed me and asked if I could get you on the phone and ask you a few questions. Her name is Meredith.
Okay.
Well, Meredith emailed me and talked about your date a little bit, and she said that you had to leave early, and you haven't gotten in touch with her since, and she was kind of wondering why.
She actually said that?
Yeah, she told us about your date. She said that she met you at the vet clinic she works at. You were bringing in your dog, and she thought you were really cute, thought you were cool, and was really looking forward to going to dinner with you, but when you showed up at the house, you kind of were there for a minute and then told her you had to leave.
Yeah, it was just a strange situation.
Okay. She did mention that you told her you had deepnophobia, a fear of dinner parties.
I can't believe she told you all this.
Yeah, we talked to her for a little while about your date. And I'll be honest, from my perspective, it sounds like you made that up to get out of a date. Is that true?
It's a condition.
So you are deepnophobic. Is that the right way to say it?
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, it's a real thing.
It's a real thing and you have it, or you just know it's a real thing and you use it to get out of dates?
No, it's a real thing.
Yeah, but you're not answering the question.
No one's
Do
debating.
you have deepnophobia for real, or did you just make that up for an excuse to get out of your date? Like, if you're lying, it's cool. I'm not going to judge you for it. Just tell us.
Okay. Fine. Yeah. I just needed to get out of there. It was really,
I knew it.
How did you know deepnophobia? Like, how did you choose that of all things?
well, I was super uncomfortable there, and I pulled up my phone. I Googled phobias, and like I was looking for a social phobia. And literally, that was the first one on the list. I was like,
I feel
Awesome.
like I'm pissed at you right now because I gave you the benefit of the doubt, and now you just turns out you're a big liar.
He's smart. He's not a liar.
He's a liar.
no, I'm not lying. It's a real thing. It's a fear of dinner conversation.
Yeah, that's not the liar part.
You lied
dumbass.
to Meredith, though. You lied to the girl that you went out with, telling her that you had this. Why would you need to do that?
Well, I would say she wasn't completely forthright with me. I'll just put it that way.
So she lied to you about something.
Yeah, we were supposed to hang out, right?
Okay.
Like her and I.
Yeah.
And it was just, it turns out that was not what happened.
Weren't you guys supposed to meet up at her place and then go to dinner by yourself? That's what she told us.
That's what she led me to believe, but once I got there, I could see there was something else on her mind, and I'm not that kind of person, really.
What are you talking about? You were upset because she was giving other people attention in a party or something?
No, I'm just not into group sex.
What? Wait, what did you just say?
Dude.
What?
You're not into what?
I don't do that. I've never done that.
Why do you think that she was wanting to have group sex with you because there was some girlfriends over at her apartment?
It was pretty clear. If you were there, you would have seen. And
Really?
It was like really blatant. There were girls giving each other back rubs and sipping wine and being really touchy-feely with me in a way, like touching my forearm, like
Okay.
Really?
times in conversation.
So you feel like she catfished you into having a group thing with her and a bunch of friends?
Yeah, and I'm just not the orgy type of guy. I just needed to get out of there. I'm more traditional.
Are you sure that you aren't reading into things a little too much and like she didn't just have some friends who were hanging out?
It became abundantly clear, like, one thing after the other, and, like, I was getting these looks, and someone came over and was like, oh, I'm so glad you're here. Have you seen the tour yet? Have you checked out the bedroom? And it's like, what?
Dude, you are jumping to conclusions. This sounds like a normal evening with girls. You're saying that a girl touched your forearm and asked if you had toured the house, and suddenly that to you means group sex.
Well, it was multiple touches on the forearm, and I've got to say, she wasn't the only one.
Oh, my God.
And, I mean, they kind of look like porn stars.
You're completely insane. I knew he was a liar, but I didn't know he was like a creeper and a weirdo and completely delusional.
Hey, Chris, that's Meredith. She's actually on the other line listening.
What the hell is going on?
Meredith was listening to that whole conversation and apparently doesn't agree with you that she was about to have a huge orgy with you and her friends.
You have a very vivid imagination, Chris. You're delusional. It was just me and my friends hanging out.
You know, if it was me, I would probably want to deny it publicly as well.
So Meredith, did you hear the picture that he painted?
Yes, I knew he was a liar. I didn't know he was like completely deranged. Thank you, because I've never heard anything like this.
So you weren't
Me and my
inviting
friends hang out.
you weren't inviting him over for some kind of ambush group sex party.
Absolutely not.
Well, what was all the touching about? I mean, your friend asked me to tour the bedroom. Like, I've never seen a bedroom before. I know what that means. I'm not an idiot. I wasn't born yesterday.
Oh my God, Chris. It is very normal for people to give you a tour of their apartment the first time you're there. And I don't appreciate you calling me and my friends porno stars or whatever you said. That's really rude. My friends were all nice girls.
Oh, I can tell. They're super, super nice. And if I stayed, they would have been even nicer, I'm sure.
Oh, my gosh. Oh my gosh. Meredith, did you know that he was such an idiot when you agreed to go out with him?
I had no idea.
You guys might think I'm an idiot and say I'm crazy, but I just call it like I see it, and that was a pre-orgy meeting.
A pre-orgy meeting.
I think you're getting believing.
I didn't even know those existed.
I didn't, yeah. Chris, for somebody who seems to not like orgies, you seem to know a lot about them.
No kidding.
I could smell it as soon as I walked through the door.
All right, well, I do have to ask the question. Chris, would you
God.
like to go out with Meredith again on a second date? We will pay for it.
No.
All right.
No, it is not my thing, but I am sure that you can find somebody who's going to suit your needs and participate in all that freaky sex party stuff.
Gross.
There you go,
Gross.
Meredith. There's still hope for you and your friends.
Ugh. Disgusting. Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Monica?
This is Monica. Who's this?
Hey, Monica. How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Who?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning?
Okay. Who are you?
He gets asked that
Thank
a
you.
lot.
Yeah, a lot of people ask that question.
Wait, is there somebody else there?
Yeah, there's 2 other people here, as a matter of fact. There's 3 of us on the phone right now.
Hey.
What is going on?
Well, it's a radio show called Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Okay.
And we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update.
All right.
And what that is it's where if you go out with someone on a date and then end up not talking to them after, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and find out why.
Okay.
Okay? So
Weird, right? It's a little weird.
yeah, it's a little strange.
A little weird, but all right. And what does this have to do with me?
This has to do with you because you hung out with a dude named Brad the other day.
Oh, this is about him?
Ooh. You say him with such disdain.
Yeah. I'm not very happy with him.
Okay. Can you tell us why?
Because he's a son of a that's why.
Whoa!
Okay, we went to 0 to 60
Yeah.
real quick there.
Really?
And I don't know his mother, so let's please keep her out of this.
Good point, Jubal.
I'm just talking about the way he acted around me.
Whoa.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know. When we talked to him, he only had nice things to say about you.
Really? Because he kind of stood me up.
Stood you up?
Yeah.
How did he stand you up? You locked him out.
He said, what? What? No.
I'm just a messenger.
We had what I thought was this really nice night together, and then he goes out for breakfast, and I'm putting breakfast in air quotes. You can't see me
Okay.
because he never came back.
What do you mean? He said that you locked him out of the house, and he couldn't get back.
Well, he's freaking lying to you because he never came back.
What?
He's like, oh, I'll get you orange juice. Oh, I'll get you your special cheese sandwich that you like. And, he's gone. And I was waiting there for, hours, and he never showed up.
What? Monica, I was at your door the entire time.
Who is...
Monica, that's Brad. He's on the other line and wants to talk to you.
Wait, he's been listening to me?
Yeah, I have. I've heard everything you said, and I was standing at your door the entire time. Why would I just leave like that?
Why would you lie like that?
I didn't lie like that. I went out. I went to this place that you told me to go to. I got us both breakfast, exactly what you wanted. I came back, and it was locked. You locked me out.
Why would I lock you out? I was hungry.
I don't know. That's what I'm wondering.
Oh, my God.
So wait, who's lying here?
Yeah, I don't know.
Either someone got locked out or you didn't show back up, Brad.
He's the one that's lying.
No, she's lying right now.
What? No.
Wait,
This
no.
is so confusing.
I cannot believe this.
So wait, Monica, if he's the one that's lying... Wait, now I'm confusing
See,
myself.
yeah, everybody's
Okay,
confused.
wait, hold on. Well, my question is, why didn't you answer any of his phone calls if you actually wanted to see him again?
He didn't text me until a day later. What, you don't come back? You just ditch somebody, and then a day later you're like, hey, Monica. No.
That was a little
I'm not gonna go
awkward.
for
You
that.
locked me out. I didn't think you wanted to talk to me. I was really trying to save whatever little bit of hope I had left.
This makes no sense. Why?
You're telling me.
I would think one of you is lying, but you're both so passionate.
Adamant.
One of you is a really good liar. That's all I have to say.
I mean, I'm not lying.
I'm not lying. I know for sure that I stood outside your door. And
Where were you?
exactly the same door that I left from.
What number did you go to?
I went to your number.
111.
Yeah, I wrote it down in my phone. It's right here. I'm going to pull it up. Hold on.
Brad? Hey, Brad. Hello? Did you go away? Are you there?
Left again.
Yeah, I guess I wrote down. What did you say the number was?
Uh-oh.
111.
Yeah, I wrote down the wrong number.
Oh, Brad.
That's the most epic
Oh,
fail.
man. Got to the bottom of it.
So wait, so Brad, you were at somebody else's door emphatically ringing it in the morning?
Yeah, with breakfast, yeah.
Yeah, man, that would have been the best morning for them if they would have just answered the door.
How embarrassing.
Oh, and how sad for you, Monica. This whole time you thought that he was just standing you up.
Oh, my God.
No wonder the door was locked.
I am so sorry, Monica.
Dude, what if the door hadn't been locked and he just walked into somebody else's apartment?
Awkward.
I feel like such an idiot. I can't believe that I got all worked up and it was my fault. Now we're on the radio. This is crazy.
I honestly thought you ditched me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I never would have done that, and I can totally see where you're coming from. You must have been so hungry.
Well, Monica, if you're still hungry, would you like to go on a second date with Brad? We will pay for it.
Yeah. That would be fun.
Yay.
Oh my God, this is the cutest.
I'm glad it was that simple.
This is such a huge relief. Thank you. I'm sorry. I won't let you down the second time. I'll make sure that I notate everything correctly. I am so sorry, and thank you for the opportunity. I really am thankful.
Well, it's okay. I'll just check your phone next time.
Okay.
Yeah. Wherever the place is, Monica's just going to get the address and drive you there, okay?
Yeah, good idea.
Guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate you taking the time to help me out. Monica, I'm really looking forward to this.
Baby's looking forward to this, too.
Oh, boy.
How cute.
Oh, creepy.
Baby's going to be in a wad of trouble next time.
Oh, I can't hear any more of this. I think it's illegal to air any more of this.
Inappropriate.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Ralph, please?
This is Ralph.
Ralph, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
I'm fine. Who are you again?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show?
What? You from a radio show? I don't get it.
Yes, we're calling from a radio show. You actually recently went out on a date with one of our listeners, and they wanted us to see if we could get you on the phone and ask you a couple questions.
What are you talking about?
Well, it's a segment we do on our show called The Second Date. Basically, if you go out on a date with somebody and then you end up blowing them off, they email us and ask if we can get you on the phone to ask if something went wrong.
Okay.
You recently went out on a date with Anna. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Anna is wondering why you won't go out with her again.
I'll go out with her again.
You will go out with her again?
That was quick.
She called you to ask me if I would go out with her again?
Yeah, sort of. I guess she was feeling like something was a little sketchy because you won't talk to her on the phone and you'll just text with her and then you're constantly busy and you can't make plans and
Oh,
it
yeah.
just-
I mean, I'm busy on a text, but that's what everybody does, right? I mean, everybody's busy. I wasn't blowing her off. I hope she didn't take it that way.
that's what I tried to tell her, but she said it just seemed weird.
No, I wasn't trying to blow her off. No, she's great. We had a good time.
Oh, this might be the easiest second date we've ever done then. Yeah. So there's nothing shady going on with you, huh? All right, here, let me tell you what she thinks, okay?
Okay.
She thinks that you might be cheating. Like you might have a girlfriend or a wife or something like that.
So, that I'm cheating with her against somebody else.
Yes.
No way.
Because she sent us an email and she was like, this has happened to me before and it was the same
No,
kind of
that's not at all the thing with me. No, not at all.
thing. Okay, well then why not schedule a date with her?
I have been meaning to. I got a lot on my plate, like most people, I got a lot to think about.
Like your wife? It's probably a lot to think about.
You already said he's not a cheater.
No, I don't have a wife. I did have a wife at one point, and maybe that's it. This is my first. I'm starting to date after having gotten divorced, and I guess I didn't mention that to her. I gotta say I didn't, and
You didn't?
I felt weird about that.
And how long have you been single?
Oh, it's been over a year.
Over a year. And
That's a long
how
time.
much dating have you done since becoming a single free man who can do whatever the hell he wants?
I think I've dated one woman.
One woman, okay.
Not at all seriously, just once or twice.
We were convinced that there had to be something weird going on with you, but now it just sounds like you're a normal guy who's kind of busy right now. Why are you so busy? What do you do?
Well, I work as a contractor, and I also have kids from my first marriage that take a lot of my time.
Kids?
That's okay. You don't have to say it with a hesitation or like.
Well, I just didn't mention that to her either, and I hope I didn't come off as not, I don't know.
Kids are kind of like the biggest deal in somebody's life. I mean,
Yeah.
how many kids do you have?
4 kids.
Whoa. That's a lot of kids.
Yeah.
How, like, what age range are we talking here?
8 is the oldest, and the youngest is 1.5.
Oh, jeez, man.
No wonder you're
Been
busy.
Busy, yeah. No, what? How do you have free time for even this phone call right now?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Okay, so she doesn't know that you have 4 kids from a previous marriage.
No, she does. I did not. I definitely did not tell her that. Didn't tell her on purpose. I don't know.
You know what? You kind of did tell her.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. Because she's actually listening on the other line right now.
What?
Hi, Ralph.
This is Anna?
Yes.
How's it going?
You didn't tell me a lot about yourself on the date.
Well,
4
it's the
kids?
first date.
Yeah, but you didn't even tell me you had a kid. Not 1 kid, not 2 kids, not 3 kids. You had 4 kids. And you didn't tell me. You didn't even mention it. Like, you have a 1.5-year-old? Like, you got divorced 6 months?
No,
your kid was
that
6.
over a year ago.
You have a kid in
Yeah.
diapers at the moment.
Yeah. I feel bad that I didn't say that, but I don't feel like I was lying because it really just didn't come up, and it wasn't what I was thinking. I was thinking more about you and trying to get to know what you're about, and I should have said something.
That's something you should tell somebody. I mean, I was telling you really personal things about me. And, like, kids are pretty, like, don't you think on his birthday you should tell somebody you have 4 kids?
I definitely should have told you that I have 4 kids. That was a mistake.
Yeah, not telling someone you have 4 kids is a mistake.
Yes, and I'm sorry for that. I feel bad about that, okay?
How do I know you're not married and still cheating? Like, I still have this weird feeling.
I mean, I would just say, like, why would I lie about that and not about, I mean, I just told you I have 4 kids, you know, I got nothing. It's like,
Yeah.
Like, I'm not cheating, you know, I would, you know, whatever. I mean, the kids, I think it would be less of a big deal kind of in a way than the kids.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you're hiding from me I should know? Is it
No, nothing. No, I'm gainfully employed. I'm a nice guy. I'm a good dad. I was a good husband. I know myself well enough to know I'm not a creep and I'm not a jerk. But I'm a normal dude.
I don't even know how to ask this, but how'd you even get 4 kids?
Do we have to have a different kind of lesson here, Anna?
I mean, 4 and...
You see, when a man and a woman really love each other a lot.
I think she needs it. Are kids like a big turnoff for you, Anna?
I don't have any kids myself, but it's...
You want some? You want some? I know a guy.
I'm not sure I want one right now. I mean, maybe a few years down the line.
I don't want the fact that I have 4 kids to ruin my chances of, like, us seeing each other again. It's not like, I mean, just picture me like you knew me before without the kids. That's me. You know, I'm the same person. It's just, you know, it'd be like, I don't know, like having 2 jobs or something. You know?
All right, so we obviously know that, I don't understand how it's like having 2 jobs.
No, it's
whatever.
not.
We obviously know that Ralph wants to go out with you again, Anna, because he said it at the beginning of this phone call. But Anna, would you like to go on a second date with Ralph? Of course, we'll pay for it.
I just want to say, like, again, like, I am not done. Like, I could totally have 2 or 3 more kids. I could have 7, 8 kids. I would be totally happy.
I don't think that's Anna's issue, Ralph. It's like it's the second date.
I'm just saying that I am open to having more kids. It's like, I understand, you know, women in the 30s, it's like, you know, you want to have kids maybe, and like, if that's like a make or break thing, like, you're looking like, what's the future with this guy? And all I'm saying is, I would totally be into having more kids. 2, 3 more kids would be awesome. You'd have, you know, it would be great. If that's a concern, I just want to say that. You know,
I feel like Anna was just wanting to get another date with you, not trying to get pregnant.
I just wanted to have a coffee with you.
Let's do that. Let's just do that.
Hey,
you know what?
one
coffee
thing,
leads to?
yeah, you're going out for coffee. The next thing you know, you're pregnant. All right, so Anna, will you go meet up with Ralph again? We will pay for a second date.
God, I don't know what I would do if I were you.
Oh, me neither. I don't know what to do.
Take a chance. Come on.
It sounds like Ralph, you know a lot about taking chances, I can tell.
I'll have dinner with you.
Yes.
Okay, so you'll go out with Ralph again.
Yeah.
All right.
She's
Awesome.
so excited.
I'll send you guys out to somewhere where they have a great children's menu. Bring the whole squad, Ralph. Bring them all.
Hello.
Hey, can I speak to Jason, please?
This is Jason.
Jason, how are you, man? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. I'm moving 92.5.
Okay. Who are you?
My name is Jubal from the radio station Moving 92.5. Let me explain why I'm calling, all right? You recently went out on a date with one of our listeners.
What?
Yeah, a girl named Casey.
She works for the radio?
No. She listens to our show. She's wondering why you haven't talked to her after your date.
Okay. That's like some private information, though, isn't it?
Not really. She didn't tell us anything private. She just said that, she's from out of town. She met you through a friend. You said you'd take her on a tour. She showed up to your big boat.
Okay, so this is not any kind of setup.
No, Casey just really liked going out with you and wants to maybe go out again, but she thinks that you have blown her off. Is that true?
Look, she's a cool girl. I liked her, but honestly, something happened on the date that made me change my mind.
Well, you're not talking about when she threw up, right?
No, that's that happens. Not everybody takes their Dramamine, so.
Well, what wouldn't you do on a first date then that she did?
I mean, it was a little classless, I guess you could say. So I was basically. She said she needed to excuse herself for a minute. I didn't know if she was going to be sick again or whatnot, and I noticed she'd been gone for a little bit, and so I just kind of went to go check on her. I went around. And I heard her voice coming out of the stairwell, and it sounded like she was setting up another date.
Like on the phone?
Yeah, like on our date, on the boat, she was setting up a subsequent date. I don't remember if it was for that night or if it was for, some other day, but it's like,
You don't think that she would have been talking to somebody else?
A friend?
You're sure that she was setting up another date?
Yeah, I'm pretty positive. I mean, I can't remember verbatim what exactly was said, but
Hey, Jason, I know exactly how we can figure it out.
Oh, no.
What if we just ask Casey? Casey is actually on the other line, Jason.
Oh,
I just heard what you said. Casey, is that true?
I wasn't being set up. I told you.
Hey, Jason, I never denied that you were being. I said, yes, we are setting you up. I told you that. Casey, were you setting up another date while you were out with Jason?
I can't believe that's the reason that Jason didn't even call. I mean, it was another guy who I had just met, and I don't know that many people. It was just someone who wanted to hang out. I took the call. It was a super short call.
Oh.
It was like I was on the phone for like a minute, maybe.
You took the call?
Oh, my God.
But you're out with another dude, like, even if it's a first date, Casey.
Let it go to voicemail.
It's not like we're in this, dating relationship. We're on the boat. He was busy captaining the boat. I took a call, it was 1 minute.
Wow.
I'm in a new city, and I don't know a lot of people. I mean, that's all that was. I wasn't trying to be disrespectful.
Oh.
Casey, if you were out on a date with Jason, and he goes around the corner to excuse himself for a second, and then you hear him giggling on the phone with another girl trying to set up a date, you wouldn't be offended?
If he was, giggling, yeah, but that's not what was happening. I wasn't just laughing at the stairwell.
I mean, I'm just trying to figure out, how do I stack up? I mean, what, where did this guy take you?
Okay, honestly, this is the thing. I wasn't going to share this, but, if this will help at all, I did end up going and hanging out with that guy.
What?
And I went out on a date with him, and you, by far, are way more my type. You're way more interesting. You've got an amazing boat, which doesn't hurt, too.
Oh, my gosh.
I've wanted to get asked out by you again. Even with throwing up, I still had a better time than with that.
It's so romantic, Casey.
Yeah. Every guy wants to hear that he's better by comparison.
I've gone out with 5 guys, and you are really inching your way to number 1.
You're almost there because you drive a big boat. At this point, I guess I'd like to ask if you'd be interested in a second date, Jason. We will send you out again with Casey. Casey likes you way better than that other dude. Would you be interested in going out with Casey on a second date? We'll pay for it.
Let me ask you this, Casey. Can you be honest? I mean, because you were, all you had to be was honest. And I'm not saying 100% I would have understood, but I guess going forward, can you just be straight with me and with everything?
Yeah, that's totally fair, and I understand where you're coming from. And yes, I will be absolutely straight up.
Dude, you better be. This man is like, I mean,
he's good, right?
I don't know if he's good or if he's just a pushover. I can't decide.
He's not good or a pushover. He's just better than the other guy.
All right, I'll tell you this much. I'll give you one more chance. How's that?
You know what? I'll leave my phone at
one
home.
more chance.
You'll give her one more shot, Jason.
Oh, man.
I'll give her one more shot. Because I'm fair. And look, I'm human. So I'll give you one more shot.
She'll probably agree until something better comes up.
No, I would love one more shot. I'll leave the phone at home. I will be totally focused on what we're doing.